Welcome to Enigma Uncharted. I don't think people understand the full extent of the mystery surrounding the man from Taured. The year is 1954, a time when the world was still recovering from the aftermath of World War II, and the Cold War was beginning to cast its long shadow. The world was changing rapidly, and so were the lives of the people in it. A bustling July day at Tokyo International Airport. The air was filled with the sounds of engines roaring, announcements echoing through the terminals, and the chatter of travelers from all walks of life. It was a scene of organized chaos, a testament to the growing interconnectedness of the world. Passengers from all corners of the globe disembarked, their faces a mixture of excitement and fatigue. Some were returning home, others embarking on new adventures. Each person carried with them a story, a purpose, a reason for their journey. Customs officers diligently checked documents, their routine as familiar as the rising sun. They moved with practiced efficiency, their eyes scanning for anything out of the ordinary. It was a job that required both vigilance and patience. Little did they know history was about to unfold. Among the sea of faces, one man stood out, not for his appearance, but for the mystery he carried with him. Among the weary travelers stepped a well-dressed man of European descent. His suit was impeccably tailored, his shoes polished to a shine. He carried himself with an air of quiet confidence. He blended seamlessly into the crowd. To the casual observer, he was just another traveler, another face in the throng of humanity. His features were ordinary, his demeanor unremarkable. There was nothing about him that would draw undue attention, yet there was an air of mystery about him, something that set him apart. He patiently awaited his turn at the customs desk, passport in hand. The line moved slowly, each person stepping forward, presenting their documents and moving on. He watched the process with calm detachment. This seemingly ordinary traveler would soon become the center of an enduring mystery. A mystery that would baffle authorities and capture the imagination of people for decades to come. The officer, accustomed to a procession of passports, took the man's document. It appeared genuine. The leather cover was worn from use, the pages filled with stamps and visas. The passport bore stamps from numerous countries, attesting to a history of travel. Yet something was amiss. The officer's trained eye caught an inconsistency, a detail that didn't quite fit. The country from which this man claimed to hail was entirely unknown. It was a place that did not exist on any map, a nation that had never been recorded in any official document. The officer's puzzlement grew as he examined the passport more closely, realizing that this was no ordinary traveler. Taured, the man stated calmly when asked about his origin. His voice carried a tone of certainty, as if he had answered this question countless times before. He pointed to the document in the officer's hand, a passport that seemed ordinary at first glance but held secrets within its pages. The officer, brows furrowed, examined the passport more closely. His eyes scanned every detail, searching for something familiar, something that made sense. It was unlike any he had encountered. The design was foreign, the symbols and emblems unrecognizable. The language was unfamiliar, the script indecipherable. Confusion filled the air, a palpable tension growing as the officer tried to make sense of the anomaly before him. The officer, struggling to comprehend the situation, politely asked the man to wait. He summoned his superiors, hoping they could shed light on this perplexing situation. One by one they arrived, each more perplexed than the last. They huddled together, whispering theories and possibilities, but none could explain the origin of the passport. The man, now the subject of much attention, remained calm. His demeanor was almost serene, as if he was used to such scrutiny. He insisted he was from Taured, a country he claimed was located between France and Spain. His finger traced the imaginary borders on a map that held no such place. Maps were consulted, atlases scrutinized, every resource available was brought out, but none showed any trace of Taured. No such country as Taured existed. The officials were baffled, their confusion growing with each passing moment. The man, growing impatient, insisted they were mistaken. His frustration was evident, but he maintained his composure. He spoke of his country's history, its culture, its geography. His descriptions were vivid, painting a picture of a place that seemed real, yet was unknown to the world. His knowledge seemed vast, his conviction unwavering. He recounted tales of Taured's past, its achievements, and its people, with such detail that it was hard to dismiss his claims. Yet it only deepened the mystery. The more he spoke, the less sense it all made. The officials were left with more questions than answers, and the enigma of Taured remained unsolved. Hours passed, each tick of the clock amplifying the tension in the room. The man, now detained, cooperated with the authorities, answering their questions with a calm demeanor that belied the strangeness of his situation. He spoke several languages fluently, including Japanese, French, and Spanish, which only added to the enigma surrounding him. He provided intricate details of his occupation, his family, and his life in Taured, a place that seemed to exist only in his mind. Everything about him seemed genuine, yet impossible. His story was coherent, his documents appeared legitimate, but the country he claimed to be from was unheard of. The officials, baffled, contacted their embassies, hoping for some clarification. They reached out to international organizations, scouring databases and making frantic phone calls. They searched for any record, any mention of Taured or its citizens. Their efforts proved futile, as no such country existed in any known records. Frustration mounted as the night wore on. The more they searched, the more elusive the truth became. The man's story remained consistent, yet utterly unverifiable. He spoke with conviction, but his words only deepened the mystery. The man, sensing their disbelief, offered further proof, hoping to convince them of his reality. He produced a driver's license, even a checkbook, all issued by the mysterious country of Taured. These documents, too, seemed authentic. The documents, like his passport, appeared authentic, yet bore the same unfamiliar language and markings. They were unlike anything the officials had ever seen. The mystery deepened, pushing the limits of their understanding. They were left questioning the very nature of reality as the enigma of the man from Taured continued to baffle them. Exhausted and bewildered, the officials decided to provide the man with accommodations. He was escorted to a nearby hotel under discreet surveillance. It was hoped that with rest and time, some clarity would emerge. The man, seemingly unfazed by his predicament, retired to his room. The following day brought no answers. The authorities continued their investigation, delving deeper into the man's claims. They scrutinized his belongings, analyzed his handwriting, even examined his currency, which bore the inscription of an unknown bank. Linguistic experts were called upon to decipher the language on his documents. Their findings only added to the enigma. The language, while bearing some resemblance to ancient dialects, was ultimately unclassifiable. It was as if it belonged to no known human tongue. Section 5 vanished without a trace. As days turned into nights, the mystery of the man from Taured remained unsolved. The authorities, baffled and frustrated, found themselves at a dead end. Then the unthinkable happened. The man vanished. Despite round-the-clock surveillance, the man disappeared from his guarded hotel room. No signs of forced entry, no struggle, no trace of his departure. It was as if he simply ceased to exist. The officials, already grappling with the impossible, were now confronted with the inexplicable. Section 6. The Mandela Effect. The disappearance of the man from Taured sent shockwaves through the corridors of power. The case, shrouded in secrecy, eventually faded from public memory, yet the mystery lingered. Whispers of the impossible traveler echoed in the halls of conspiracy theorists and paranormal enthusiasts. Some attributed the man's story to the Mandela effect, a phenomenon where large groups of people misremember historical events or details. Was it possible, they pondered, that Taured did exist in a shared false memory, a glitch in the matrix of our collective consciousness? Section 7, Quantum Entanglement. Others delving into the realms of quantum physics proposed a more scientific explanation: quantum entanglement. This theory suggests that particles, once linked, remain connected regardless of distance. Could the man from Taured be a manifestation of this entanglement, a being from a parallel universe momentarily overlapping with our own? The idea, while seemingly far-fetched, offered a tantalizing glimpse into the potential for realities beyond our comprehension. Was the man a traveler not just through space, but through dimensions unseen? Section 8. Parallel universes. The concept of parallel universes, once relegated to the realm of science fiction, gained traction as a possible explanation for the man from Taured. This theory proposes the existence of multiple universes, each with its own unique timeline and possibilities. Could the man have stumbled upon a portal, a rift in the fabric of space-time that transported him from his reality to ours? Was his account a glimpse into a world both familiar and utterly alien? Section 9. A fabric of reality. The man from Taured, whether a product of misperception, a quantum anomaly, or a visitor from another dimension, challenged our understanding of reality. His story forced us to confront the limitations of our knowledge and the vastness of the unknown. Perhaps the answer to this enigma lies not in finding definitive proof, but in embracing the possibility that our universe, our reality, is but one thread in an infinite tapestry. Section 10. The Enigma endures. The case of the man from Taured remains an unsolved mystery, a tantalizing enigma that continues to captivate and baffle. It serves as a stark reminder that despite our advancements in science and technology, there are still mysteries beyond our grasp. Perhaps one day the truth behind the man from Taured will be revealed. Until then, his story will continue to echo through time, a testament to the enduring power of the unknown. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share to Enigma Uncharted.